Yeah. Pat used to come see me literally every single day, so I was chilling. I
That's
was
fire.
like,
So he came up every day, every visit.
for the first year, he came literally every single day. When you're in a max, you have a visit every day,
Right,
except for
that's
it
right,
alters
right.
on the weekends,
That's
a
right.
Saturday or Sunday. So literally the
Every
first
day.
year,
How
he
far
came
is
every day.
Bedford Hills from?
It's about 45 to an hour, depending on
So
traffic.
he was running up there every day, like coming up there.
Papoose can now act on his own initiative. For the rest of his life, he won't have to feel bad about hanging out with a bunch of undesirable women, especially after he spent an entire year visiting Remy Ma every day. Rumor has it that he moved on while she was behind bars. He now has a new queen in his life, and one hopes that she won't harm him. The positions have been switched. Here, guys are treated like women, treating women the same as males. Papoose is doing the cooking, cleaning, and dishwashing while Remy is off pacing the streets. I suppose the adage that kind folks always come in last is accurate. I had to tell him, yo, I'm good, I'm alright, at one point. And I suppose that once he realized that I was fine, he said, okay, cool, and he started to come less frequently, like 3 times per week. Nevertheless, he appeared to be there frequently. It appears that she didn't even appreciate him when he restrained her while she was incarcerated. Even so, she pleaded with him to cut back on his visits. He was just trying to watch out for her and be there for her, but she preferred it if he had left her alone. Many people say that's what he gets for being a leech. So for all you brothers out there listening, be all up for your girl. However, you might need to back off because she might not want that from you. Papoose is a bright example for many men out there who are in relationships and are willing to give their all. But perhaps it isn't a smart idea, as there is no telling what your girlfriend, your homegirl, or anyone you are dealing with can do to you. Man, if Remy Ma could do this to Papoose. I don't believe there was ever a day when I didn't talk to him on the phone, except times when I was restrained. You and Pat weren't yet married when you were initially locked up, right? No. So did you anticipate his presence and his posture when he stood up that way? No. She had an angel in her life, but she still treated him casually. She exploited this man's time, face, heart, loyalty, and every other quality a man had. She ruined that. If Papoose is, as many people claim, out here having fun with a group of women and laughing cheek to cheek, then he must be living it up. He has every right to do that, and if he chooses to remarry, I hope this time she will be prepared to match him equally because he invested a lot of money into this, while Remy seemed to have put in almost nothing. What, in your opinion, helped him appreciate a good support system so much? Why do you think he continues to treat you that way? If I had to guess, I'd say that I'm fire. Remy believes that she is the best wicked woman in the entire planet. Papoose chose to stay with her for that reason. Many claim that Papoose is an opportunist, and that the only reason he stayed with her while she was incarcerated was because he anticipated making a lot of money off of the Jay-Z and Beyonce power couple vibes when she was released. When she was imprisoned, his rap career was not in a dead end. He thought like she was the only thing he could hang on to. Yet he did it nevertheless, and she also used him. Was there really love between them at first, or did they just get together to leave their stamp on hip-hop? Was it their intention to become the Barack and Michelle Obama of fight rap? Undoubtedly, she brought her son. Because I lived in the South, you know, her mother would come. You understand what I mean when I say that she would fly up anytime she had the chance to visit. When everyone had their own life, her brothers would undoubtedly pay her a visit. As a result, they supported it by stopping by whenever they had free time. But I was going to see her every day. A mother of brothers, so-called friends would drop by to see her whenever they had free time or felt like going to see Remy. But she was on the subway at the same time every day, eating ramen noodles, and I know she had to be wondering, what does this man want from me? Nobody should go to work every day unless they are paid. This man is a con artist, but I might use him the same way he used me. She must have been thinking as she returned to her cell. He caused a small commotion on the street. My career ain't actually going nowhere like that. We could at least pass for Jay-Z and Beyonce if we band together. And did it succeed? Yes, it did work. until she was exposed as a cheater. The bag has now stumbled. Fat Joe hasn't said anything about this, and while he has things to say about Ashanti and Irv Gotti, he is unable to address the situation involving his sister Remy Ma. And what was even stranger was that everything with my label happened about the same time as that. With Rem, she used to tell me, "You can't do this." And I was like, this is more important. I need to focus on my wife, so I visited her every day. He met her when his career was stagnant. He had no job, and he had nothing else to do. So he was living like a bum and all he could do was go visit Remy. That was his full-time job. He wouldn't have thought twice about it. He made a financial investment in this woman. I doubt that he did it out of love, because if it were true love, he would have hustled to support her in such a way, gotten a job, or done whatever else was necessary. He had to be supporting her, not the other way around, dude, since he was up there every day. And I have no doubt that she was aware of this right away. Although I can't say for sure, there have been rumors that Papoose has moved on and that he had other relationships while Remy Ma was incarcerated. They claim that this is how he was able to visit Remy, because he had women who supported him and paid for his bus fare so he could travel to see her. And now that Remy is back home, he can get rid of the women who were reportedly holding him down while he was allegedly holding her down. You understand what I mean? But I was aware that she needed my help. I therefore didn't give a damn about anything that was happening to me. In a free world, I was. I think Remy Ma eventually connected the dots. When she got back home, she began to turn around. She must have heard the tales about what he was up to. Even if I don't think he was a saint, he is still her husband. She reasoned that if he was filthy, she may be as well. I'm very sure Papoose wouldn't be receiving so much support out here in the streets if she actually wanted to share her side of the story. Now, I'm not saying he's a nasty brother, but he was with all the girls who were recording music even when she was in jail. Given that she has been released from prison and is at home, it should be simple to locate a captain who will give them a cheeky clap. I doubt that he was keeping his hands to himself during her lengthy stint in prison. That is just what she did. As a result, I made sure to keep my attention on her since, when someone blows trial, like she did, authorities usually tell them to come back, turn themselves in, and serve their sentence. However, when her attorney asked for it, it was like, no remand at this time. She was thus abruptly plucked out of society. It didn't give her a chance to move her son's crib or anything else. I thus had to complete all of that. I had to balance everything at once while making sure everything was correct. At the same time, I had to check on her mental health since I was aware that whatever was going on beyond that wall wasn't to be taken lightly. I'm like, yo, I got to make sure I'm visiting her as much as I can and that we're communicating constantly. Just to keep her in place, he adopted a female persona. Usually, it goes the opposite way. There are some ladies who postpone their lives. Actually, it's not at all. It's not even the ladies who will put their entire lives on wait because their partner was arrested or because the baby's father is serving time in prison. And when you stop to think about it, they didn't even know one another until she was arrested. Just now, they got to conversing. During her time as a slave, he developed a bond with her. I am aware that she will feel resentful about it and that you received everything you asked for from me. What else do you require of me? Let's put an end to this game. I understand why you wanted me because I was a little more well-known than you, and you thought that if we were married, we could become more widely known. You had 3 children of your own at the time, right? Yeah, let's not overlook that component of the equation. Oh, for sure. There were instances when I visited her when she was away with my children. You understand what I mean. They frequently visited, and we did our best to maintain our family relationship despite the prison wall. So, whenever we were able to have conjugal visits, I would go shopping, gather all the food, load the kids into the van, and we would all stay with her for about 3 days at a stretch, keeping our family together throughout the jail conflict. What kind of baby mommy does he have if she allows him to visit Remy Ma in jail with his children for periods of 3 days at a time? He had opportunities knocking at his door, but he allegedly moved on. A new woman entered his life. She may not have as much influence as Remy Ma. But everyone has to start somewhere, especially if your wife cheated on you and everyone is talking about it online. He will eventually have to reveal himself. They further said that when he revealed his face, he was with a woman who was noticeably more attractive than Remy Ma. Thus, I am glad for him. I don't feel sorry for Remy Ma if these rumors are true, and he made the decision to move on while she is sobbing uncontrollably over the man she lost. It's entirely her fault. I want to express my gratitude to everyone who left these comments. Man, I genuinely appreciate you. Hey, y'all need to come over here and click the like and subscribe buttons. Please press the notification button as well. I adore you all very much. Don't be an unfamiliar man. So that you can be informed when I go live, click that notification button. Click like and quit being a hater. Also, use the Cash App, $, Docs of Scene Blake. I adore you all very much. On the following video, I'm going to holla at you. Since you already want to, you might as well sign up.